Thank you. Good morning, Speaker. Back to the Premier. The North is home to a vibrant aerospace and tech industry, health and education sector, and a marriage of tourism and resource development. I'm personally inviting the member from Northumberland, Quinte West, to visit us. Join me as we paddle the historic Lavaz River together. We'll start in Trout Lake and paddle by folks, Speaker, who are catching their dinner. Then we're going to have to portage a fair bit, Lou. We'll then pass Fabrine Industries, one of the region's largest manufacturers and global exporters. We'll pull in at Billy Bob's Bait for one of the best.
Look, I've been calmly trying to seek everyone's cooperation with this line. If this continues, I'm going to take a break and ask that cooler heads prevail. And I have to tell you, this is disappointing that I have to ask this. Carry on, please.
As I said, we'll pull in at Billy Bob's for one of the best burgers you'll ever have. We'll end up at Lake Nipissing, in the same spot discovered by the First Nations 1,000 years ago and shared with Samuel de Champlain 400 years ago. I asked the Premier, Speaker, will she encourage her members to end their arrogance, to come to Nipissing and change their view of the North?
Be seated, please. Minister. Minister of Energy.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. And it's great to have two Northern Ontario ministers talking about how great Northern Ontario is, Mr. Speaker. And also, I would like to, Mr. Speaker, to take you on a stroll through fantastic Northern Ontario. And as the opposition party members should know, we have 100,000 more people with expanded broadband throughout the North, a $32 million investment made by this government, Mr. Speaker. And as you continue to stroll between North Bay and Sturgeon Falls, you'll see road construction, Mr. Speaker, with a build-on sign that shows that this government is continuing to invest in Northern Ontario. And as you work your way to, Sault Ste. Marie and see the nearly $6 billion, that we've been invested in since 2003 in the Northern Highways program, healthcare, 7 new hospitals, Mr. Speaker, and I was just in Sault Ste. Marie, Mr. Speaker, making an announcement about more funding coming to the Sioux, Mr. Speaker, from this government. We have, Mr. Speaker, continued to invest in beautiful Northern Ontario. We will continue to do so every single time they vote against it, Mr. Speaker.